Have you ever dreamed of seeing your art turning into a keychain or a pin you could sell or give away? Well, that's exactly what I did. And in this video, I'm gonna tell you step by step how I made my merch with GSJJ. First, what is GSJJ? Let me explain it in a simple way. GSJJ is a website where you can turn your art into merchandise. They have a ton of stuff: keychains, stickers, patches, pens, beanies, pins, custom packaging, everything. But the most interesting part for me is the section for artists. Here you can make products more focused on illustrations. I focused on acrylic keychains and pins, and now I'ma show you the whole process. First, the designs. My initial idea was to make a bunch of different drawings so I could choose later, but hold on to this part because it might not seem important now, but it's going to matter later. I used drawings I had already made because in my old house my Wi-Fi broke. And not just that, they told me they weren't gonna fix it because the cables were old and people kept stealing them. So my only options were stop using social media and stop drawing, or move out. If you're watching this video, then you already know which decision I made. Anyway, back to the drawings. I digitally cut out my characters to adapt them into keychains, and I also used the drawing of Ponya's ramen for the pins. With everything ready, I moved on to the platform. Making your products here is ridiculously easy. I'll explain it fast in a few steps. The last one is my favorite, but the first step changes everything. First, I selected acrylic keychains and chose the 3-inch size. I decided to make the design one-sided, but you can have it double-sided or even a different image on each side. Here, I chose the keychain with a transparent background. In this part, you can choose glitter or other effects. There are a lot of options. You select the type of keychain attachment you want, and if you want, you can add extra charms. My designs didn't need any, so I didn't do it. I love this step because you can upload a drawing to use as the packaging design. So if you're gonna sell it, you save yourself the trouble of making packaging separately. I'll show you which one I chose later. Here I uploaded my drawing as a PNG file, and if there is anything you wanna clarify, you can write it here. Now you choose the quantity, and my favorite part, you can apply one of these discounts if you want. I made a short where I explain more about that, and that's it. You add it to your cart, and in less than 24 hours they send you an email so you can approve how your product will look. Now let's move on to the acrylic pins. Check this out. It's pretty much the same process, except this time I chose a 1.5-inch side and ordered 9 pins. Why not 10? Just because... why not? Let's open the box. Everything came perfectly packed. And what is this? Thank you, GSJJ, I love it. The keychains came in these little bags, just like I asked, and I ordered these ones for the pins. But that's not all. The keychains look super sturdy, and the colors really respect the original illustration. And the pins? No way. The way they reflect light is beautiful. That's because of the type of pin I chose. At the beginning of the video, I told you I had something important to say, and this is what makes all the difference. Make your illustrations at 300 dpi minimum. Let me explain why this is extremely important. If I hadn't had those drawing in high resolution, everything could have looked pixelated, and since I didn't have time to draw from scratch because of the Wi-Fi problem, having the illustrations ready beforehand saved me. So now you know, use 300 dpi for your drawings.